Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about one of those classic Java questions that every developer faces at some point. What is the difference between string, string builder and string buffer? At first glance they all seem to just handle text, but under the hood they behave very differently, and understanding those differences can help you write cleaner, faster and more efficient code. Let's break this down step by step. First, let's start with immutability. A string in Java is immutable. That means once a string object is created, you can't change its value. Anytime you try to modify it, Java actually creates a brand new object. So even something as simple as adding a word to an existing string creates a completely new one in memory. This makes strings thread safe by default, but also inefficient if you are changing them a lot. Now compare that with StringBuilder and StringBuffer. Both of these are mutable. You can change their content as many times as you want. No new object is created. That makes them much better for situations where strings are modified frequently, like building large text outputs or processing input in loops. Next up, thread safety. String again is naturally thread safe because you can't change it. Once it exists, nothing can modify it, so it works fine in multi-threaded environments. String builder, on the other hand, is not thread safe. It doesn't have any internal synchronization. This makes it faster but also means that if you use it across multiple threads, you might run into problems. String buffer solves that by being synchronized. Every method in string buffer is designed to be thread safe, so it's safe to use even when multiple threads are accessing it at the same time. But all that synchronization comes at a performance cost. So it's a trade-off between safety and speed. Next up, performance. When it comes to frequent modifications like adding or updating text inside a loop, string is the slowest option. Because it keeps creating new objects again and again, your memory usage goes up and performance drops. String builder is usually the fastest in single-threaded programs because it's lightweight and avoids unnecessary object creation. String buffer is just a little slower than string builder because it has to handle synchronization for thread safety. Still, it performs well in situations where you truly need safe access across multiple threads. Next up, storage. That is where these objects live in memory. String objects are stored in a special area of memory called the string pool. This helps Java reuse string literals and optimize memory use. String builder and string buffer don't use this pool. They are regular objects stored on the heap. So there's no built-in memory optimization for repeated values like there is with strings. This might not matter much for short programs, but it becomes very important when working on applications that handle large datasets or run for long periods. Next, concatenation. Concatenating strings like joining first name, last name and email into one sentence can be very expensive with regular strings. Because each join operation creates a new object, it generates more garbage in memory and slows your application down. String builder and string buffer both avoid that by offering an append method. This lets you keep adding text to the same object without creating new ones. It's fast, efficient and more predictable, especially when building dynamic content like HTML or reports. So what should you use and when? Use string when the text doesn't change, or when you are working with fixed values like configuration keys, user roles or simple labels. It's simple, safe and memory efficient, as long as you are not constantly modifying it. Use string builder when you are in a single threaded environment and need to build or update strings frequently. It gives you great performance without the overhead of thread safety. Use string buffer when you are in a multi-threaded application and different threads might update the same string. You pay a little performance cost, but your data stays safe and consistent. So that's it. Strings are simple and safe but slow to change. String builder is fast and efficient but only safe in single-threaded code. And string buffer is safe across threads but just a little heavier to use. Knowing these differences helps you choose the right one depending on what your code needs to do.